guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm just going to do a quick get ready with me. As you can tell by the title of this video, I wanted to record today obviously because I have the time to do it. My husband's working and I'm just here chilling. But then my mom called and said she wanted to hang out with me, and my little brother was like, please come, and I'm like, okay, fine, I can't say no to him, so I'm gonna go hang out with them. So I figured I could kill two birds with one stone. I can record a video, a get ready with me, and get ready to go out. I'm not a makeup guru. I have no clue how to even do makeup, so I figured I'd just talk and maybe that will distract you guys from how bad my makeup techniques are. So yeah, I just want to talk about why I even started YouTube in the first place. I have my E.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer, which is what I'm going to put on my face before I put any makeup on. Can you see that? Anyways, so I'm just going to put that on my face. But yeah, why did I start YouTube? Honestly, it wasn't even something that I wanted to do. When my husband and I were dating, he always talked about starting a YouTube channel. He used to like do it for the fun back in the day, like when he was younger in high school and such, and he loved it. But so he wanted to do it seriously, and I was like, I don't know about that. Like, I didn't mind posting pictures on Instagram. Like, I would post a ton of pictures on Instagram and I was cool with that, but for some reason putting videos just seemed a whole lot more personal. Like, you're really getting to see a different side of a person, and I wasn't quite sure if I wanted people, you know, knowing all of me or being all up in my personal life. Anyways, we posted a video on our channel that we have together, Mikey and Kia Spejo, about, you know, how God pretty much revealed to us that we should go ahead with starting a channel. And so me and him made a channel. I'm just gonna put my Makeup Forever Ultra HD Invisible Cover Stick Foundation on in the color, oh my gosh, I think it was amber. It doesn't, like, the color name isn't actually on the bottle, I don't think. I remember seeing it online. I think it's amber, but on the bottom it says 173Y445. But yeah, it just looks like, I don't know if that's focusing. I don't even think it is. See, this is why I could never be a makeup guru. Like, this stuff is way too hard for me. Anyways, whatever, that's what it is. So yeah, so we went ahead with it because literally the Lord like gave me a dream that we were posting videos on YouTube, and my husband had prayed about it the night before and didn't tell me that. And so when I woke up and I told him that I had a dream about us doing YouTube, he was like, that's our confirmation. So there we were, starting our YouTube channel. And as time went by, I started really liking it because not only were we having fun with it, but I was like, you know what? This is a huge evangelism platform. Like, this is 21st century evangelism. And some people will disagree with that, but that's okay. Like, that's the way I see it. I'm able to share the light and the love of Jesus, and coming from me being young and whatever else it may be, I'm able to do that, and I might be able to reach out to somebody. If I can reach out to one person via YouTube, bomb. Like, that's what I'm loving. I just bought these brushes from mymakeupbrushes.com, and I'm loving them. I think it's a set of 10. Where's the one that I use for my foundation? Oh, here it is. So yeah, so that's why we started our YouTube channel, and I was loving it. Like, we started off with just vlogs and challenges and such, but there's times where, like, I wanted to be able to reach out to people personally. Like, you know, I found like I didn't really want to respond to certain comments that were from guys and so on and so on. Like, I'll leave that to Mikey, but I really wanted to be able to reach out to the girls, and I realized that we were having a huge audience that were mainly girls, and I was like, you know what? Why don't I start a channel where I can just connect with some girls one-on-one kind of thing, and which is what I love. Like, I love when you girls comment, when you women comment on my videos. Like, I actually love talking with you, and I know a lot of you, like, by name or by face, like the ones who are consistent, and it's so cool to, like, be able to have, you know, friends who live in completely different countries or provinces or cities or states than me, in places that I've never even been to, which is so cool. So yeah, so then I discussed it with my husband, and he's like, you want to start a YouTube channel, like your own YouTube channel, like Kia Spejo? I'm like, yeah. And he was all for it. And if my husband's all for it, then I'm like, shoot, well then, that's a go. I really love this foundation because it's like full coverage, and I love me some full coverage on, you know, at that time of the month. And that time of the month, you know, Tom decides to bring all his friends, and I'm able to get some full coverage and hide his friends. But yeah, so this foundation is bomb, and it's super lightweight, which is why I love it even more. But yeah, so I went ahead and I started my YouTube channel, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to specifically target to, so that was the hard part. Like, I made the page and everything, but I had told people, you know, I'm not going to launch my first video until the 15th of January, and which gave me some time to, you know, ponder and pray and figure out, okay, so what do I want this channel to, you know, what's the focus of the channel? I obviously knew that faith was going to be a factor to it, but there's more to me, and I don't want it to just be a page where it's just, you know, throwing out Jesus all the time, because it doesn't necessarily, you know, I don't feel like evangelism necessarily needs to be always, though it is a form. I don't think evangelism always has to, you know, be saying the name of Jesus. It can strictly even be me just, you know, living out who Jesus is, you know, acting out who he is. I can reflect who Jesus is, and that light in itself will shine through me and have an effect on people. There's this couple that I watch on YouTube. They're Christians, and it's obvious because they go to church on Sunday, and you know, and it's not only obvious through that though, but just through their lifestyle. And it's like that in itself, people observing your life is a form of evangelism that, you know, actually has a huge impact. And we as Christians need to be careful of the way we live, you know, around certain people, because not around certain people, around people in general, because that in itself is the hugest has a huge impact on people. And if you are quote unquote saying I'm a Christian to people, yet your lifestyle isn't quite matching up to it, then it's going to confuse people, and it's going to lead people astray, and so on and so on. But so yeah, so I was like, what do I want my channel to also focus on besides faith? Though that's who I am, so I can't remove that. Faith will obviously be a part of it, but what else? And I was like, definitely faith and fashion. I'll get to that part. You know, I haven't really done much videos on fashion yet, but I'm still new. I've only put out a few videos anyways, but I will get there. What am I looking for? Oh, this. This is the Maybelline Fit Me. It's their foundation stick, but I just got like a few shades darker than my actual shade. And what color is this? It says coconut. And so I just use it as a contour almost. So yeah. But yeah, so I knew I wanted to get fashion involved in there. My fashion game has honestly decreased. My fashion game has gone downhill. And why? It's because it hasn't been much of a priority to me. If anything, I think it's safe to say that I've actually been delivered, because it used to be a huge issue. I meant to the point where I would be spending money that I shouldn't be spending just to look good. So I've been delivered from that aspect. And ever since that, like, I obviously care to look good, but it hasn't been like, oh, I need a new outfit every single time I go out, which it was at one point. Like, every weekend I was buying a new outfit. Stupid. So then I was like, yeah, I definitely want to start incorporating more fashion stuff into it. And another huge aspect of my life is fitness. Okay guys, so you're looking at all my makeup techniques and how bad they are. This is a completely different brush though, so at least I have more than one brush option. I'm using, I don't even know if this is right, I'm using a bigger one right now to blend this in. I have this little fake beauty blender, but meh, whatever works. If I could do makeup with my hands, I would. But yeah, so, and then I was like, yeah, fitness is a huge part of my life. And I know I could be consistent with that, because I want to be able to put out things that I can be consistent with. I don't want to just say, you know, I could put makeup in my description and be like, you know, I'm going to post some makeup stuff. Like, I'm posting makeup right now, but I know I can't be consistent with it. One, I don't have a passion for it. I could care less about it. I want to look nice. I like when my face kind of looks nice, but I don't have the patience for it. I swear it's like an art. So yeah, I wanted to make sure it's something I can be consistent with, and fitness is something I can definitely be consistent with because I've been consistent with it in my personal life since I was in high school. And that I graduated from high school 5 years ago, so I think I'm doing pretty okay with it. Though this last few months I've been slacking. I think I probably go to the gym like once or twice a week, which is not on my A game at all, but that's okay. The point is I'm still remaining healthy. I eat healthy. I just put my breakfast in the fridge to sit while I do this. I like my overnight oats, but I forgot to put it in last night. So I'm just gonna let it sit in the fridge for a little bit and I'll warm it up. Once I'm done, I'm gonna brush the blend in my nose. No. What can I use? Oh, I think it's this. Yes. But yeah. But ultimately, like, my goal and my purpose on YouTube is to be a light. Like, when it's all said and done, I just want to be a light. You know, when the Bible says, God was like, who am I to send? Here am I. So that's who I am. And I think as Christians, that's kind of like what we all want. We all just want to be used by the Lord. And not just used by the Lord, but we want to serve. We want to serve. It's simply just be vessels, taking no credit for anything. Because my thing is like, there's a lot of Christians out there, I'm trying to word this correctly, who claim to be Christian, but their lifestyle doesn't match up too well. And so how sad would it be to see this next generation following their example and their lead, but living the wrong life? But that's the example they had. And so if I can lead a correct example by the grace of God, with Him leading me and me praying and staying in alignment, if I can lead a correct example, that will bless that would just make me feel so, I can't even explain. That will make my heart warm. Like, that will make my heart so full. Because that's all I want. I know, like, my whole life, like, not a little girl, I'm still young, but when I was in high school, I always wanted a mentor whom I could trust, a mentor who I could actually look up to. And I tried having a few, but there was always slips along the way, and so on and so on. And so I turned to YouTube to watch a bunch of videos, but I would always find, some imbalances in people and their relationship with the Lord. And so I figured, you know what? Let me try and do this. Let me try and be who I used to want. And when you're young, nowadays, being a Christian is not the easiest, because the world tells you something completely different. And when you try to be a Christian nowadays, when you're young in this generation, you're kind of seen as a weirdo. Like, if you literally take your relationship with Christ seriously. I mean, if you say you're a Christian, you're not a weirdo. Like, if you say you're a Christian, yet you still listen to non-Christian music, and you still hang out with so-and-so, and you still drink whatever, and, go to certain places, you're seen as a cool Christian, so you're not a weirdo. But if you say you're a Christian, and you read your Bible, and you pray, and you go to church, and you do all those things, and you fast, then it's like, okay, you're a little extreme. And I want to show that you can do all those things and still be cool and young, and still have good friends, and you can still have fun. I have fun. Trust me, I have fun. Now, was it easy going from, the drinking lifestyle and the partying lifestyle no, it wasn't easy. I had to lose a lot of friends, but was it worth it? Heck yeah. Right now I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer in the color Tan. So I just put it under my eyes, I put it along my nose bridge, a little on my forehead. Why? Because I've seen other girls do it. No, I actually do notice the difference, but it's the thing right now. And I'm trying to stay cool because I seem to be losing my A game. But yeah. And so being a Christian nowadays isn't the easiest, but it is possible and it is worth it. It's so worth it. So I just want to encourage, you know, if you're finding it hard, that's okay. You know, that's how we grow, when we overcome the hard obstacles. And so if it's hard, that's okay. You will make it, you will survive, and it is much worth it. Trust me. Sorry, I keep looking over here because the camera on this new screen on this new camera is over there. And I want to make sure you guys can still see me in the shot. But yeah, so I think that's, oh, maybe I should put some highlight on. The highlight I'm going to use, I used to use this NYX eyeshadow as a highlight, which was bomb. It's a baked shadow. And I recently just heard that with these baked highlighters and baked shadows that you're supposed to remove the top layer off so that it's more pigmented, I guess. I didn't know that, but this one seems to work quite fine for me anyways. And I'm using it's actually a bronzer, but I'm using it as a highlight. And I'm not going to use one of these oval brushes. I'm just going to use a regular brush for my highlight. But yeah, so that's why I started my YouTube channel. Whole lot of reasons, but it makes sense in my head, and I hope you kind of understand. And along with that, I want to be able to just have fun on this channel, to be honest. To show you that you can be Christian and have fun still. And so maybe I'll start doing some challenges or whatever to let you guys know that I'm still low-key cool. Okay, this is not a part of, actually no, before I do that, let me put some translucent powder on. This is just something I got from Superstore. But it looks cute inside. I don't know if you guys can see because I suck at this makeup holding stuff, but it's like all colorful and pretty. Just gonna put it on top, set my foundations and all that so I don't look like a grease face. And I don't know if I want to do my eyebrows. Am I allowed to do that? Is that disgusting if I just did that? Don't act like you don't do it either. I haven't done my eyebrows in so long. That's because a couple months ago a lady did them and she made them really thin, and so I'm trying to grow them out so they don't look the cutest. Maybe from this far they do, but if I go up a little closer, they're a little, yeah, they could do with some help. But I'm just gonna have to rough it out for a bit and stay all bushy eyebrow because I want my eyebrows to be thick and full. Okay, so I'm not gonna put on any, should I put on mascara? I haven't been doing it lately because I don't like washing it off. That's honestly the reason why I haven't been wearing any lately. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna wear any. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna brush out these edges. I'm using olive oil edge control. Yeah. Maybe it's just this camera. I feel like it's focusing more on the back. Whatever. Olive oil edge control with my handy dandy toothbrush. And I'm just going to I think I have too much. Definitely too much. I'll put the grease head. I'm just gonna brush out my edges like so. What kind of videos do you guys want to see? What are you interested in seeing? Or what topics would you like me to talk about? And I can attempt to do so. Come on. Okay, fine. It's not gonna curl. That's too much wax. The edge control stuff on it. Okay, fine. Don't curl then. Be that way. Yeah, what kind of topics do you want me to talk about? I try to talk about things that I've gone through. Because at least like I know, like I've gone through it myself. Because because I hate when people come at me with advice and that's like, but you've never been there. Like, I don't know. That's just my opinion. Maybe that's something the Lord needs to work on me with. And I find it hard to give advice on something that I've never gone through, because like I don't quite understand. Like I've never lost a loved one. Like I've been to a few funerals and such, and people I know have died, but I've never lost a loved one, like like a close family member or something like that. So for me to go and give advice to somebody, I find it so hard. Like I'm usually pretty lost for words when it comes to, you know, those kind of things. And it's easy for me to say, you know, it'll be okay, God will comfort you, and all that stuff. But I'm sure going through it is a lot more difficult. And I do my fair share of bawling at funerals, even though I'm not that close to the person, but it's because I can kind of imagine what it would feel like if I was to lose, you know, my brother or my sister, my sister. Oh yeah, my sister in Christ, my brother or my sister in Christ, or my mom or my dad or my husband or something like that. So I can kind of imagine, but imagining and going through is not the same thing. So yeah, let me know what you guys would like to talk about. But I'm going to end off my get ready with me here. Something simple. I'm just going to the mall, so not doing much, but I just wanted to be able to record and talk with you guys a bit. Leave some comments down below. Let's chit chat. Let me know what you guys want to see videos about. And yeah, I honestly love you guys, and I hope you love me too. Have a good day or night or evening, morning, whatever time of the day it is where you're at. Comment down below where you guys are from, actually. I'd love to know where some of you guys are from. God bless. Bye.